Jen from Top Dog Dies, and today I'm going to show you how you can make a cute onesie card for baby showers, thank you cards, and announcements with just 2 dies from Top Dog Dies. First we're going to look at the steel rule die. This is the onesie card die. There's steel rule blade in this die that's protected by the foam on the back, and that's what's going to be doing the cutting. I'll show you the example of the card. So here's one that I've already cut, but I'm going to show you how to cut it. It is an A2 card size, so it's going to fit into a A2 envelope, which is a fourth. When it's folded, it's a fourth of a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And it's really cute, and I'll show you how you can make this mat using the wafer thin die and a few extra little pieces on here. So I'll show you how you can use this in your Big Shot machine. So I'm going to first use an extended cutting pad and put that in the bottom. And then I'm going to put my die in with the foam side up. The paper that I'm going to use today is the same from the card example I showed. This is Echo Park Bundle of Joy line. And I want the little flower or star pattern to go on the outside of the card. So I'm just going to lay that pattern next to the foam. I'm going to lay that right on top. And then when I use a card die or anything with a crease line in it to make the folds, I want to make sure that I use my premium crease pad on the top. Otherwise you'll see those crease lines cut right through, unfortunately. So I'm going to engage my die and simply roll it through. When it comes out the back, well, it's stuck to the mat. I have little crease lines up here that makes it really easy to fold. I can put that right together. So I'm going to set that aside. I could do this all by itself, but it would be really hard to write on this. So I know I need to cut a mat, and that's why we made the coordinating die. And you'll get this in the mail when you purchase this, and you get all of these great shapes. When you get the die, it will be all connected together into one piece. What you need to do is take some metal snips of some kind and just carefully go around and disconnect any of the center dies from at least the outside. It's up to you if you want to disconnect any of the inside ones. Some people like to keep them together so they don't get lost, and other people like to separate all of their dies. So I've already done that work to disconnect them, so I'm just going to take my mat shape, and when I run this through the Big Shot, I need to get my cutting pad, my platform on the base, a cutting pad on the bottom, and then I'm going to take my wafer thin die with the ridges and put that up. And I'm just going to cut this out of some white cardstock. So I'm going to put that right on top of there. And then I'm going to make sure that I can reach in there. And I'm going to put another clear cutting pad on the top and roll that through. So you can see how easily that cuts out of there. And it will easily fit right on the inside, and I can take some ink and go around the edges and stamp a little sentiment right on the inside. Now if I want to decorate the outside of the onesie, it's really easy to take these shapes that are available in the die. These little scallop shapes go right down on the bottom of the onesie, and there's a little collar here in the die. It'll be upside down, but that simply goes right at the top, and you can choose to use which of these shapes that you want. A few other shapes that you get with this, I've cut a few of them out here. So you can see the little safety pin, you have a little baby word, a couple of buttons. I can cut out as many as I need on those. A little crown, a teddy bear, and a little duck with a separate wing, so you can add a little adhesive dot behind that to really add some dimension behind that. I do want to show you on a few of the dies that come in the set, you'll see that there are just a plain little holes in them that will not cut, like the duck's eye and the face of the bear and in the tops of the crown. And what that's made to do is that it allows you, if you want to have it not cut so that you can add little rhinestones to the tops, you can see that, or you can draw in there, or you can also have a technique where you do some embossing with a stylus. So I've already cut out this duck, and I'm going to put it back in the die, and I'm going to use any sort of foam mat or something that just has a little cushion to it. I'm going to put that back in there, and then all I need to do is, I know kind of where that hole is, right there where his eye is, and I'm just going to lay that on there, and then it allows me to take my stylus and just press in there. It might be hard to see on the video camera, but there's a little indentation there that I can tell. And so then I just see a little bit of a little impression there that's sticking out on the die. But I can easily add a little rhinestone or any decoration on the front of that. So you can see how easy it is with just 2 dies, that you have a lot of different options to make little onesie cards, and use these shapes that are in the little wafer thin die set on different paper crafts as well. The one thing about the steel rule die is that you don't always have to use the full die. If I wanted to, I could just lay my paper directly on top of just one of the sides, so I can make just half of the card. Then I can make a little tag to attach to a gift bag. I could make little stands for favors or centerpieces to put table numbers on them. I could do a number of things with this different die. I could also take chipboard that has paper adhered to it and press it right up to just the top of one of the onesie shapes here, and cut that out and make little onesie albums as well. The steel rule die will cut through anything you can cut with scissors.